Hello everybody, it's the Worm. Welcome back to Steins. Last time was a bit of a shorter episode. Well, not really short, but on the shorter side. And we pretty much just went out on a little shopping trip, getting stuff we needed for Chris's brain scanner. I'm actually not sure if we've had this device named yet, so maybe it's called something different, but it is what it is. And during our little trip, we had some talk with Mayuri, and we got into some pretty deep conversation, actually. The conversation related to the exact nature of time leaps, and what it means to be sending your memories, and what does that mean for the people in the present, and, you know, all those sorts of things. And as I stated multiple times in that episode, I'm gonna try and stop speculating, because I feel like I can just go in circles here. So we really just need to actually see it happen, and then we can sort of dissect what went on and go from there. So let's continue on. We will probably, well, I don't know really. Chris's been said to be a genius, so presumably she'll be able to make this machine relatively quickly, but I don't know if we're going to be ready to do it this episode or not. Let's find out. We finish our shopping and come out in front of the station.
そういえばマイルよ。お前、最近バイトをしていないんじゃないか？
バイト？ルモアンヌのこと？
Of course, May Queen plus Nyan Square doesn't exist in the current wholesome Akiba.
あのね、コミマ前だからお休みもらってるんだよ。頑張ってコスを作らなくちゃ。
There was a little, in the comments of last time, I did some thinking. Last episode I called Mayuri pure, and I thought about it a bit more afterward, and I think that might not be the best way to describe Mayuri. I'm going to try another word here, and maybe you can let me know if this is off base or not. I think a better way to describe Mayuri would be someone who's authentic. That is to say, she doesn't really put up a facade. She doesn't... She's always her true self. So she's always going to be honest. She's going to give her what she's really thinking and what she's really feeling. So something like that. I think authentic might be a bit better than pure in that sense. Yeah.
今年は一体何着作っている？
3着。ね、楓ちゃんとふぶきちゃんの分。でもってルカちゃんの分。
And of course, it's funny to think about that, the idea of authenticity here, when we have Mayuri, who's completely open and who she is all of the time, and then we have the polar opposite of that in Okabe, who is always playing a character, you know. So it's after thinking about it for a bit, I thought that was kind of funny, the way how they're very close friends with each other, and yet they seem to have this. They are opposites in that sense. I wonder if Lukako is still refusing to wear it. What is this? Is this Samadare? Huh. I don't think we've seen that before. I can hardly blame him. I mean, however cute he looks, he's still a guy. No, wait. That was before we sent the D-mail. Now Lukako's a girl, I guess. How confusing.
あ、萌香さんだ。
何？
Moeka, I wonder if she's last time we saw her, she was kind of having a bit of a... She wasn't having a breakdown, but she was certainly very stressed out. I look where Mayuri is pointing and see Moeka squatting by the staircase, staring hard at her cell phone. She looks more tired than the last time I saw her. There are bags under her eyes, and her hair is frayed. The intensity of her expression makes me hesitate to call out to her. She'll probably just ignore me like before. On the other hand, she is a lab mem. I can't just ignore her.
そこの指圧師よ。随分と浮かない顔をしているではないか。
トゥットゥルー、萌香さん、ここで何してるの？
That wasn't a good sound. Moeka doesn't look up. She mutters something I can't make out.
おーい、聞いているか？悩みがあるなら、この狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、オーイン京馬が華麗に解決してやろう。もっとも、その場合は、秋葉が血の海となることも覚悟してもらうかな。
Moeka suddenly jerks upright as if poked by an electric prod. She lifts her head and stares at me with wide eyes, then jumps to her feet and walks right up to me. This is the first time I've seen Moeka express such emotion.
なんだ？どうした？
She doesn't speak. Well, that hasn't changed. Instead, she looks down and starts typing on her phone. I guess I should be ready for mail. What happened to the time machine? Okay, so... Goodness, I have to try and get this straight. So there was in the first timeline where she came to our lab, she actually saw the IBN, took a bunch of pictures, and then we had her send a D-mail where she didn't get a new phone. And in that changed world line, it was as if she had never been to the lab, and thus she didn't become a lab mem, and she wasn't introduced to Mayuri or Daru. But then the following change, which, what would that have been? Would that have been the Lukaku change? Certainly the following change, whichever that one was. Then she was acquainted with Daru and Mayuri, and that has continued up till now. So presumably she has been to the lab and has been a lab mem. So, and apparently she's been told about the time machine. Okay, so, but presumably, would she have sent a D-mail in this world line or no? I don't know. Because I don't know what was different about the following change that made it so that she would be at the lab, become a lab mem. Would she have... Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if she used the time machine or not. Okay, let's hear it.
どうなったとはどういう意味だ?
Are you still using it? Did you figure out how it works? Well, interestingly enough, Moeka, we are making ground in that regard.
まだ完全には解明できていない。今は改良中だ。
すごいんだよ。あのね、今度はね、タイムリープができるようになるかもしれないんだって。
What's a time leap? Tell me more.
記事にはするなよ。それをしたら 俺はお前をラボ面から破門しなければならない。
Moeka shakes her head violently. Guess she won't write an article.
セルンへのハッキングによって電話レンジカッコ仮の新たな可能性について発見したのだ。セルンの一部設備を曲がりさせてもらうことによる新たなるタイムトラベルシステムの構築だよ。
See, the whole thing where we have a fiber optic cable to CERN and the idea that we could control the LHC from here, it almost sounds like a setup. Like they're expecting us to do so. That's the thing. Like this whole thing has been manufactured such that we're doing, I don't know, I guess it's CERN. CERN has set things up so that we will be going down a route they want us to go down. Something like that is what this feels like.
これは人類の歴史を塗り替え新たなる段階へ足を踏み入れたことを意味する。すなわち時間の壁の征服。かくして人を未来へ流されるのではなく未来を選んでいくことができるようになるだろう。
Is that what that means? Do you honestly believe this, Okabe, or are you just spouting nonsense? Because I'm trying to think. What do you think's going to happen here? You're going to be, say you invent a full time machine, you can go to the past. What's the next step here? You're going to introduce it to the world, and now will every country be able to build their own time machine? What about that whole... what was the context where we heard the phrase intertemporal war? Like, is there going to be... I could just imagine some weird scenario where... What if there's a time machine arms race where every sort of organization... Like... I don't know. It's just... I can see no good coming from time machine... or time travel in general, let alone unleashing it upon all of humanity. It just... Okay, let's go.
その人類史上初の偉業を今我ら未来ガジェット研究所が成し遂げようとしているのだ。
Well, that could probably be the case.
オカリンその説明はねすごく回りくどくてマユシにはさっぱりなのです。
How can you not be moved by my speech? I'm talking about becoming legends here. Moeka bites her lip and types out a mail in irritation. Then she grabs my arm and digs in her fingernails. It hurts.
手を離してもらおうか。
But Moeka does not listen. What's a time leap? What is it?
タイムリープすなわち記憶のみの時間跳躍だ。
Also, you know, just shouting this in the street for all to hear, by the way.
俺たちはそれを可能にする方法を見つけ出した。近いうちにタイムリープは実行され我らは時間の征服者となる。
あのねオカリンが思いついてクリスちゃんができるって言ってダル君はお手伝い中でマユシーはオカリンと買い出しなんだよ。
Moeka suddenly releases me. Her eyes are blank, unfocused. She squats down on the spot just as we found her. She seems entirely drained of energy and will.
モエカさん大丈夫？調子悪いの？
Wow, that's amazing. You made a real breakthrough. Congratulations. When will it be finished? I'm sensing a disconnect between what's being typed and the person typing them.
こればかりも何とも言えないな。いくつか問題を残している。それがうまく解決できれば 1週間以内にでも完成するだろう。だが解決できなければいつまでたっても完成はしない。全てはシュタインズゲートによる選択。必ずや解決の道は開けていると俺は確信している。そして扉が開いた時、訪れるのは俺が望む混沌。世界を影から支配する機関へのラグナロックの幕は切って落とされるのだ。
オカリンは誰と戦ってるの？
It's a good question.
決して表舞台には現れない支配者層に決まっているだろう。
へえ、すごいね。でもね、危ないことはしちゃダメだからね。
Why does Mayuri insist on worrying about me? Oh? Moika's lips curve into a smile. That doesn't look very... smile. She rises to her feet unsteadily, then staggers off into the crowd. It's like she's forgotten about us completely. Mayuri and I can only watch her go. There's an indescribable aura about her that holds us back.
萌香さん、どうしたのかな？
I don't know. I don't know, Mayuri. I've originally... When we first met Moeka, I was thinking maybe she's tied to Taitor, but that has long since passed to Suzuha. Especially now that we know that Suzuha mentioned her father used the name Taitor before. So I don't know what to think about Moeka. Extremely interested in the IBN. Took tons of pictures, wanted to steal it. Excuse me, she didn't actually steal it, but she wanted to take it. That's for sure. Is very interested in time travel, to be sure. But the only examples of her utilizing it is to, do that thing with the phone. So nothing extreme. Certainly that reaction was a bit odd. So, I don't know. Mayuri. I think we probably shouldn't let her near the phone wave at this point. Yeah, I think that would be for the best if we kinda didn't let her come around anymore, at least for a while. I've known she was kind of strange ever since I met her, but this... Maybe she's an escaped mental patient or something. Yeah, or something. Not that her insanity can possibly compare to mine. Because I wish for nothing less than total, absolute chaos upon the earth.
オカリンまでおかしくなっちゃった。
But Mayuri, isn't that just the normal state of affairs?
マユシは心配です。
Mayushi looks scared, so I cease my maniacal laughter a few minutes earlier than planned. Afterward, Mayuri and I go our separate ways. She apparently has to deliver a costume for her friend Fubuki. When I return to the lab with my spoils of war, something surprising, though not too surprising, come to think of it, catches my eye. Krisu's on the computer. As soon as she notices I've returned, she quickly closes the window on the screen.
ちょっと入ってくるときはノックぐらいしてよ。
Were you on that channel, Krisu?
ここはお前のプライベートな部屋ではない。それに敵が待ち伏せしているかもしれないのにノックして存在を知らせるバカがどこにいる？
敵が待ち伏せしてるかもって考えるバカこそどこにいる？
それでクリスティーナ、お前はやるべきことをサボって何を見ていた？
I already know the answer, of course. I caught a glimpse of the screen before she closed it.
調べ物よ。
Looks like she plans to continue this charade. I drop my bags and go to the computer. I slip past Chris's blocking arms and restore the minimized window. Hey, there it is. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, sounds about right.
なんか文句ある？おい、そのこれはひどい、はいはいワルスワルスみたいな笑い方はなんだ？
案ずるなクリスティーナ。いや、アットチャンネラークリス。
その呼び方はやめて。
俺はすでに気づいていた。そう、とっくに気づいていたのだよ。お前が生粋のアットチャンネラーだということにな。隠そうとしても俺にはわかる。お前からはアットチャンネラーとしての匂いのようなものがプンプンと醸し出されていた。
失礼だな。ちゃんと毎日香りがきつくない香水つけてるぞ。
バカめ、そういう意味ではない。俺が言っているのは魂レベルの話だ。
魂って具体的にはどんなところだ？定義を聞かせ。
今後バレないための参考にするのだな。
うるさい。いいから聞かせろ。
具体的もクソもない。お前はたまにアットチャンネル用語をつぶやく時がある。
Yeah, and not just, I mean, in we're talking in real life conversation. That's pretty incredible, Chris.
うつだ。
Yeah, like that.
今のもアットチャンネル語だな。まさに魂レベルで染みついているということだろう。そしてこのラボにはもう一人アットチャンネル語をリアルで話すアホがいて、そいつのせいでお前の魂は冷気させられた。
Yeah, it's a sort of, you know, what happens on the internet should probably stay on the internet. Even though I know it's probably a silly thing to say, but there's something there's something about that that's a bit oh, what word should I use? Never mind. Let's just continue.
そうそう、橋田がいるせいで私まで引きずられちゃうのよ。
だが隠そうとするとはいじらしいな、アットチャンネラクリス。
そのなで呼ぶな。
Eri. What made me happy today? Fubuki-chan and Kaede-chan praised me for the cosplay outfits I made them this time. I'm really happy. Who? You never mentioned that before? You like making costumes, huh? What made you so passionate about cosplay anyway? Do we want more info on these people, or do we want more info on these, or on her hobby? You know, I am kind of interested. How did she get into this whole hobby anyway? She glares at me hard. If looks could kill. She has no sense of humor at all. I should be more careful in the future.
しかしゲせないな。アメリカ育ちなのに なぜアットチャンネルに詳しいのだ？
アメリカからでもアットちゃんは見られる。あとはわかるな。
そういうことか。英語ばかりの環境にいると日本語が恋しくなってしまうのだな。しかしよりによってアットちゃんを選ばずともよかったものを。
I mean, if you believe the pseudo-intellectuals in the media, browsing at channels like reading scribbles on the bathroom wall.
ギスギスはしてるけど、一番日本の空気みたいなものが感じられる場所だっただけよ。それより頼みがあるんだけど。
頼み？
Chrisu turns away and mumbles something. But her voice is so low, I can't make it out.
言いたいことははっきり言え。
Chrisu turns bright red, but her sullen expression doesn't change.
このことはみんなには内緒にしといて。
そんなにも知られたくないのか。ダルはお前の同類だし、マユリもオタだから、アットチャンネルへの理解は深いぞ。俺もよく見に行くしな。恥ずべきことは何もない。履歴書やプロフィールの趣味の欄には、堂々とアットチャンネルを見ることと書くがいい。
書けるかバカ。
何？ということは VIP でアンカーを出すことの方がいいのか？
Anchors on VIP. Anchor to link to a specific post on a message board, usually as a reply. On @channel, this is done by typing post number. Oh, I see, the post number. Sometimes people engage in anchor play, a game where a poster leaves a decision to whomever posts with the indicated post number, usually chosen 20 to 30 posts beforehand. For example, 1,000 gets to name my firstborn. I see. VIP @channel's Newsflash VIP board. Although ostensibly for the discussion of news stories, it is currently dominated by idle chat threads. I see. Fair enough.
言葉の意味を理解できる自分が憎い。
まあいい。タイムリープマシンの開発に集中してもらうためにも、この件は黙っておく。おそらくすぐにボロが出て、俺以外のラボ面にもバレるのも時間の問題だろうがな。
心配には及ばない。大学じゃ周囲はみんな年上だった。研究室じゃ一番の若造なのに、論文は私が書かせてもらえた。処世術には長けてるのよ。甘く見ないで。
ヌルポ。
Null Po. An old @channel term, first seen on the programming board in 2003, null Po is short for null pointer exception, which is an error seen in the Java programming language. When someone announces null Po, the correct response is to smack them on the head and say "gah."
がしまった。
Krisu's face gets even redder, and then she falls to her hands and knees in defeat. Whores. An ideograph depicting a person on all fours depressed. O is the head, R is the arms and torso, and Z is the legs, typically used to express despair, dejection, or frustration. There's no set way to pronounce it, and as such, people may pronounce it as orts, ors, or horse. O is the head. R is arms and torso. Ah, okay, I see it. I see it. Took me a while. So the head, the arm into the body, and then this part here, the leg, the knee, and the... I see. Took me a while to see that. Just as I thought, At Channel is in her blood and bones. She doesn't have a prayer. We got a mail. I got an achievement. Passions Best Forgotten. Phone trigger and the achievement disappeared. Okay. The reason you forgot, it all started when you asked for a costume of Kyojiro, the flame user from King of Histories. Remember? I thought it looked great on you, but you only wear it once. Such a waste. I see. So it all started because of you, Okabe. How about that? As night fell... Oh, actually, let me get it. My throat's getting kind of sore. 1 second. Remember to keep drinking water throughout the day. As night fell, we tried to activate the phone wave name subject to change again, but as expected, the discharge did not occur. Mayuri is at her sewing machine, putting some finishing touches on a costume. She got back earlier this evening after delivering a different costume to her friend Fubuki-chan. She's been working on this costume ever since. Come to think of it, she usually heads home around 7 or 8, but today she's still hard at work.
マユリ、あまり遅くならないうちに帰れ。親が心配するぞ。
大丈夫だよ。あのね、マユシーは今日はここにお泊まりするのです。
え、本気か？
She's never done that before.
お父さんとお母さんにもね、そう言ってあるよ。
泊まって作業をしていくのか？
そうでもしないとゴミ間に間に合わないんだ。
よく親が許可したな。
I've met her parents I've met her parents any number of times. They're as ditzy as Mayuri. But still, I don't think they'd ever appreciate their underage daughter staying overnight in this dirty lab.
やはりこの俺、法院京馬の人望だな。あ、いや待て。人望などという言葉にはヘドが出る。つまり、そうではなく。そうか。マユリの親はこの俺のイフでやむを得ず娘を人質に。
通報しました。
Krisu calls out from the development room. She's been tinkering with the phone wave name subject to change, but I guess she was listening.
って言われたらどうする？
裏切るというのなら、俺の右腕が火を吹くことになるぞ、クリスティーン。
はいはい、12秒12秒。
あのね、クリスちゃんも一緒だからって説明したら、お父さんもお母さんもそれなら安心って言ってくれたんだよ。
それってつまり私も泊まれっていうこと？うん。
だってね、電話レンジちゃんの改良で大変なんでしょ？
まあそうだけど、このラボに泊まると気がめいるのよね。主に誰かさんのせいで。
環境というのは大事な要素だ、クリスティーン。ここは研究に打ち込む以外にすることがないから意外と集中できる。ソースはこの王院京馬だ。それに聞いて驚くな、このラボには脳内物質を活性化させるシステムが組み込まれている。つまりこの俺の天才的かつ大胆かつ繊細な発明に対する着想は毎日ここに寝泊まりしているからこそ生まれるのだ。
脳内物質を活性化させるシステムって、あんた一体何を垂れ流してるんだ？
工場排水のごとき言い方をするな、ザ・ゾンビよ。
ああ、マユシー知ってるよ。きっとあれじゃないかな。ほら、
Krisu comes out of the development room to check what Mayuri's pointing at.
これって芳香剤？
頭の良くなる芳香剤なんだって。秋葉王で買ってきたってオカリンが言ってた。あれっていつの頃だったっけ？
半年ほど前だな。値段は500円とお得だった。
岡部の話って本当に信じるに値しないわね。しかもこれ中の薬剤はもう空っぽになってるし。
Yeah. When I went to buy replacement packs, they had already stopped selling them.
まあいいわ。どっちにしろ私も泊まるつもりだったし。まゆりさん付き合うわよ。
本当？よかった。
ただし岡部は出ていくこと。
Hold that thought.
出ていけだと？
No.
俺はここに住んでいるようなものなのだぞ。このラボこそシュタインズゲートの選択により示された魂の居場所なのだ。
Mail from Faris. Komima, is Mayushi okay? Tell her to have fun at Komima for me. I don't think I can go this year. Nyan. I just don't have the energy. Nyan. I'm completely burned out. I can hear a voice saying, "Get up, Joe." Nyan, someone save me. The world is collapsing now. Get up, Joe. Energy. That's not like you. Pull yourself together. I need help finding the IBM 5100. What's happened? Is the organization attacking? You're messing with me again, aren't you? Stop making me worry. So that's going into Chuni mode a bit. It's actually showing worry about her, and then trying to get her back on track about finding the IBN. Look, we really need that IBN, Faris. You need to step up your game.
女子2人が泊まるって言ってるんだから、無才男子は自重してくれないと。それにあんたって実家は遠くないんでしょ？
オカリンはね、マユシーと同じで池袋だよ。
電車で30分もかからないじゃない。どうせ今日は徹夜で手伝ってもらうほどのことはないんだから、おとなしく帰ったら。
Are we actually gonna see his home?
だが断る。
まさか私たちを襲うつもりか？
黙れ。伝部に猛虎犯が残る少女めが。
残ってない。あのな、前にもそれ言われたが、あんたいつ私のお尻を確かめた？
年下の女子2人だけをここに残していけるほど俺は能天気ではない。未成年には保護者が必要なのだ。
オカリンも未成年なのにね。
あと1年半もしないうちに成人だ。それはつまりシュタインズゲートの選択的に言えば成人だということであり。
いや、それはつまり未成年だろ。
クリスちゃん、クリスちゃん、オカリンはね、マユシーたちのことを襲うような悪い人じゃないと思うよ。だってね、マユシーはもう10年以上の付き合いだけど、一度も襲われたことないもん。
Yeah, I would hope so, Mayuri.
でも人質にされたことはあるんでしょ？
Well, there's also the very recent example of Lukaku.
っていうかね、今も人質だよ。
強制退出させるべきね。
I sighed deeply and placed a hand on my forehead.
あまり俺を失望させるな、クリスティーナ。科学研究の世界に男も女もない。 そうだろう。このラボは神聖なる研究の場なのだ。そのような下世話な話題をしたいのならば、お前こそ今すぐ出ていくがいい。猛虎派。
Looks like that was enough to convince Kurisu. She gives me a fine gesture as she returns to the development room.
あ、そうか。やはりクリスティーナの伝部には猛虎班が。
ねえよ。
Haha. After working on the phone wave named subject to change for about an hour, I head to a convenience store to buy dinner. Daru hasn't shown his face at all today. He must be busy with that part-time job. He has a part-time job? I still don't know what he's doing exactly. Probably something that utilizes his super haka skills. I just hope he steers clear of the law. While walking, I skim @channel on my phone. Tidor hasn't shown up recently, or lately. I think it's been about a week since his last appearance. I've been reluctant to contact him ever since he called me the Messiah in his last email. That was about the same time he stopped posting. Now @channel denizens are busy slandering Tidor. The majority opinion is that he ran away. I wonder where Tidor went. I tried emailing him the other day, but he hasn't replied. His disappearance is especially worrying now that I think he might be Suzuha's dad. I need to contact him somehow. Just then a mail arrives. Uh-oh. This is like... Where's the... Like this. This one, we're watching you with the Jello. Okay, let's hear it. You know too much. Oh my goodness. Feels as if a cold hand stroked my spine. Yeah. Okay, we got a doll's head with some sort of red material. Let's say paint for now. Cross our fingers and say paint. Okay. I hug myself, shuddering at the sight. I delete the email immediately. It's happening again. This is bad. Really bad. This is a threat. Was it sent by the organization? By CERN? Does CERN know what we've been doing? I do have to say, though, now the Jello and the doll head, this doesn't strike me as something a big secret evil organization would do. You know, I feel like if they wanted to do something, they'd do it. You know, if they, you know, in this game, we're talking about a secret organization that supposedly has tons of resources and has no problem with sending potentially hundreds of people to their death. So this is serious business here. And so if they wanted him to stop doing what he's doing, do you think they would resort to just vaguely threatening emails? That doesn't seem right. So it feels like it's something else, but who knows? Maybe it's still CERN. Does CERN know what we've been doing? Should I report it to the police? Well, you've already deleted, well, one of them. Wait, I can't. I just deleted it, yeah. And in any case, a picture alone probably isn't enough to get the police involved. Still, maybe I should talk to someone, but who? Not the girls. I can't worry them with this. I'm the adult here, after all. What about Moeka? No, she may be a labman, but she's been acting weird lately. Even if I tell her about this, she won't be of any use. Suzuha? Suzuha has her father to worry about. I guess it leaves Daru. I need to find out whether CERN has discovered our hacking. What would CERN do if they find out, I wonder? They wouldn't have us killed, would they? Despite my efforts to convince myself that this is just a prank, my feet hurry me back to the lab. I burst into the lab, gasping for air, and quickly locked the door behind me. Finally, I catch my breath. But just then, I realize that something's wrong. Mayuri and Krisu aren't here. Did they go home? No, their bags are still here. The lights are still on. The door... When I entered just now, it was unlocked. Would they be so careless? The memory of that threatening email fills me with fear. Don't tell me. Were they kidnapped? Who took them? The organization? CERN? And then I hear a noise. Is that the shower? The lab has a shower inside the dressing room. There's no bath. We can't afford such luxuries. And it's too small to fit more than one person inside. Now I hear the sound of water running. I recall the famous scene from Hitchcock's Psycho. No. Fresh blood mixing into the water flowing down the drain. The corpses of two girls sprawled out naked on the tile. The second those images flashed in my head, I slam open the door to the shower room.
What? 大丈夫か?
覗きは良くないよ。
Through the steam, I see wet, naked bodies of two girls. Okay. Mayuri squats down while Kurisu bashfully twists her body desperately to hide her unmentionables. And are their faces red because of the heat, or...
びっくりした。殺されたわけではなかったのだな。
Okay, we're just gonna linger here, huh? I wipe the cold sweat off my brow and sigh deeply.
ヒヤヒヤさせないでくれ。というか、よくその狭いシャワールームを二人で一緒に使う気になったな。
Krisu shoots me a deadly glare.
いいから出てけ、変態か。
うおお。
I dodge a bar of soap aimed at my face, then quickly flee the dressing room. I had a sneaking suspicion. But, wow, I guess I wasn't expecting it to go to just have them... Okay. Well, I suppose that was all my fault. Yeah, no kidding.
絶対に許さないからな。
Damn it. It was just a small misunderstanding. I mean, why the hell did they decide to take a shower together when they knew I was coming right back? It's like they wanted to be seen. Krisu especially. After all that talk about not wanting to spend the night with me, she sure dropped her guard awfully fast. They're just lucky it was me who walked in on them. What if it had been the organization? Did you not think to at least knock first? They need to get serious. We're fighting for our lives here. Okay. By the way, I didn't see a Mongolian spot on Krisu's butt. Naturally. Anyway, how much longer are they going to shower? Looking at the clock, it's already been more than 15 minutes since I got back. They were yelling at me a few minutes ago, but now I hear laughter and happy squeals coming from the shower room. Sounds like they're having a good time. They get along almost like sisters. Wow, Chris-chan, you're so slim. But Mayuri, your breasts are so big, I'm jealous. They're checking each other out, aren't they? Mwahaha. Okay, in my head I call up the memory of what I saw in the shower. What hair, beads of water glistening on their soapy skin, round, full treasure, pull up my phone to my ear.
俺だ。少しまずい状況になりつつある。この最強マッドサイエンティストである法王院京馬が猛虎犯少女と能天気少女の姉妹から 精神攻撃を受けている。ああ、これは今まで味わった中でも最大級の攻撃力だ。無防備こそ最強の攻撃だと思い知らされたよ。奴らめ、いよいよ本気を出してきたと見える。実にけしからん。
Yeah. Uh-huh.
少女たちを倒せだと。そんなことができるものか。なぜなら奴らに操られているあの少女たちは俺の仲間であり幼なじみなのだから。どうしてもか。どうしても俺は彼女たちを倒さなければならないのか。だとしたら俺は今回ばかりはシュタインズゲートの選択を恨むぞ。エル、臭い。
After a moment to collect myself, I put away my phone. I need some air. Well, we'll call it there. I don't even know what to I don't know what to say. Did we really need that? I don't know. Now I feel nervous. Like if I if I put this when I upload this episode, well, yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess it's gonna happen either way, so I guess I'll find out. I find out if anything happens when I upload this. I mean, it's not like I've watched other playthroughs of this game as of yet. So, I don't know. What do people do at this point? Yeah, so that's the so-called fan service we got there. But, I don't know. Next time, we're just gonna move on, of course. Similar to the, well, you know, that other scene a few episodes back. We'll just, we'll go ahead and continue like this didn't happen. I think that's for the best for all of us, right? Also, this is a new track, I think. Okay, I hope you're all doing alright. I hope to see you next time. I've been The Worm, this has been Steins Gate, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.